Jersey Shore shark attack. It had to happen at some point, right? This is a 2012 film. This is directed by John Shapiro, and this is exactly what you're supposed to expect from a film called Jersey Shore Shark Attack, except a lot more obnoxious and insufferable when it comes to the characters that I actually was expecting. I didn't think it was going to be this in your face, even though all the actors are obviously doing this as a joke, even their names are spoofs, and the whole film is a spoof. But I didn't think it was going to be so insufferably annoying when it comes to the whole stereotypes of the Jersey Shore mockery kind of thing. You have like the Jersey Shore stereotype characters in this film, except their names are changed. You've got Nookie in here instead of Snooky. You've got the complication instead of the situation, because when girls see his abs, things get complicated, according to him. When I read Joey Fatone in the cast, I'm like, okay, are boy band members actually doing a lot of these B movie tropes? Like, is this a thing? Because I recently just reviewed Dead Seven on the channel, which is a whole movie filled with boy band members, and I didn't even like clue into that until after I watched the movie because I never listened to boy bands, but then I recognized one name, and then I realized that like eight people in the movie are from NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and fucking S Club 7 or whatever, Oasis. So Oasis, one of them probably. So I'm like, is this another one? Like, is this loaded with boy band members? Apparently, no. It's just Joey Fatone. Unless some of these other guys are in groups or were in groups too. Vinny Guadagnino. That name sounds familiar. So maybe he's in one too. Tony Sirico, William Atherton. I do know Paul Sorvino. He's awesome. If anybody has seen a film called Mambo Italiano, he's in it and he's hilarious in it. Full Italian accent and everything. It's a great film. I should review that one actually. And he was in not the Godfather. Sorry, Goodfellas. My bad. Goodfellas. So he's a legend actor. It was cool to see him in here. And there's another actor that pops up that had a familiar face called Joey Diaz. Now, I looked up his filmography and I don't recognize him in anything. He was in The Many Saints of Newark that just came out, but I didn't watch that film. And he has a face that I've seen pop up here and there, but I didn't recognize or remember watching any TV shows or films that was on his filmography. But regardless, this film opens up with a couple going swimming where there's like an oil drill kind of happening under the water, and the guy's like, come on, we're locals, we can go anywhere we want, even though the thing says no trespassing and everything, and they go swimming. And then they get attacked by a shark, him and the girl. And there's really great effects in this film once in a while. This film is actually really gory. It's a sci-fi film. There's no swearing in the movie at all. But this doesn't even say unrated. But yeah, there's a couple scenes in here during shark attacks that, like, when people get their arm bit off, like, it just... And, like, there's a lot of blood when there wants to be blood. But when it doesn't want blood, there's none. Some shark kills, the shark will jump and attack somebody, and there is sans blood. None. No blood at all. And then you have like random scenes that it's just like psh, Evil Dead style. Whatever. And there's some effects too. There's some really weird effects in this where I don't even know what to call the effects, but sometimes when the people are getting attacked, there's like a ring around them that's like it's like, almost like a frame, like the shot was kind of framed, and the shot itself was turned into a ring around the person. It's really hard to describe unless you see it. But there's some of those dumb effects. Terrible, terrible CGI. I mean, cringe CGI like crazy. There's a point in the film where the Guidos, the Jersey Shore guys, are using cherry bombs to fight the sharks off. And they're throwing cherry bombs into the sharks' mouths. And at one point, even they blow up a boat with the cherry bombs. One cherry bomb blows up an entire boat somehow. But the fucking bomb effects are terrible, like terrible. Some of the worst. Like I've seen better effects in Sharknado, um, which is one reason why I kind of guessed I would be reviewing this film one day. This is a this is a first time watch. I just watched it. I just finished watching it, so I'd never seen it before. Bought it on sale today actually, for like $8 or less because it was on sale. But yeah, never seen the film before, and I have reviews for all Sharknado films on this channel, so you can go look up Morgan Film Fan Sharknado. And I also kind of did a double feature tonight, where before I watched this, I watched the film Bait, which is an Australian shark movie, which was actually pretty good. I was impressed with Bait. Jersey Shore Shark Attack, I laughed a lot, but it is a cheap ass fucking film. So yeah, after that shark attack at the beginning of the movie, where it's one of the weak deaths, I will say. We're introduced to then the characters. There's Polly Balzac, rhymes with ballsack. Nookie is hilarious. Her introduction to the film is hilarious. She's full on like Jersey accent, kind of fucking Italian style dressed, full like fake tan and everything. Starts yelling at the complication, her boyfriend, because she suspects him of cheating, and he cheated at a party that they were at sometime the night before. We're introduced to these two characters too in this film that I found hilarious. Their names are Spencer and Bradford, and they're like the preps of the town. One of their fathers is not the mayor, but one of their fathers is kind of like he owns the town they're in called Seaside Heights, and he's trying to renovate the place. He's trying to like keep the market up, even though the market prices are going down because of these Guidos that live in the Jersey Shore area and are always causing trouble and partying too much and not being taken seriously and stuff like that. But these prep dudes almost make this film feel like Jersey Shore combined with the OC with these preps. One dude literally wears like two different colored polos, which was a thing. I remember that being a thing where guys would literally wear two polo shirts the same size, one on top of the other, with the popped collar and everything. And these preps are hilarious. Like, they're both sides are annoying, and it's funny when they argue with each other and that sometimes like have fistfights with each other. I like how they interact. It's really funny. So you don't just get the Jersey Shore guys. You also get the other side of annoyance with these two preps. So I really found that pretty funny. There's this guy that ends up dying when he's fishing. His name is Vinny, and Vinny has one of the brutal deaths. He loses his arm, and then there's just blood like splattering everywhere. It's absolute gore central. It's great. I love it. I was, like I said, I was impressed because I'm like, for a sci-fi film, they pack on the gore, but the film doesn't swear ever. Everybody's like freaking this and freaking that, and they use I think they use acronyms for certain swear words. There's a Jaws reference at the end of the movie with the harpoon, and instead of "smile, you son of a bitch," it's "smile, you stupid fish," which no Guido or Jersey Shore lookalike would ever be saying "stupid fish" instead of swear words. Clearly. Joey Fatone's death in this movie it made me laugh out loud. Okay, he's literally going on stage because he's performing live. That's his character. He plays himself, and he's performing live for this. This film takes place just before the 4th of July, so 4th of July weekend, and he's supposed to be performing for Seaside Heights. And he goes on stage, the music starts, and he's just about to sing his first line, and then the fucking shark takes him out with really bad CGI, but like it's just hilarious because it's kind of unexpected, and he dies like real fast. He barely spends any time in the movie at all. So he's a literal cameo kind of thing. I think he's in the movie for less than a minute. They throw in a Warriors reference in here too. There's this character named JP, John Pellegrino. Pellegrino. See what they did there. Uh, he's one of the first to die, and he falls in the water, and the prep guys, Spencer and Bradford, are there, and he's in the water, and he's like, "Preppies, come out and play, or come out to play," just like in Warriors, the Warriors come out and play. I've never seen Warriors. I need to see that film too, but I know that famous scene because it's one of the most classic scenes in that movie and in that decade. I'm pretty sure. Um, but yeah, JP dies in the water, and this is where like the town kind of discovers, or the guys kind of discover that there's shark attacks happening, and this guy JP was one of their best friends. There's a bunch of short jokes made to him because he's a really short dude. One of the like big honcho guys running the town. Um, he's talking about his death, and he's like, "Oh yeah, JP, the poor midget guy." He's not a midget, but he's just really short. And they just go on with the short jokes on this guy. It's kind of a run on thing with JP. When they get to Vinny's boat, there's blood on the boat, and one of them, I forget who, is like, it's probably just spaghetti sauce. I fucking howled, man. Like it reminds me, totally reminded me of Blood Rage, when the guy's like, "That's not cranberry sauce." It's like, yeah, it's probably just spaghetti sauce. I'm like, I'm sure, yeah, that's exactly what it has to be. And he's like, what? My uncle always took, spaghetti sauce when he was out boating or something like that. Just ridiculousness. Um, the movie is comical. Like, it is really funny. It is more annoying with the characters than it is funny. But when it's funny, it can be funny. There's just stupid drama going on with everybody that's so forced, and that's what makes it funny. Um, close to the end, there's a Jersey Shore shark attack, which this character named Sally also gives a male character named Sally. Um, Gives some lore and background to a Jersey Shore shark attack that happened in 1970, and he talks about this as like this big event where a bunch of sharks came and to shore to the shallow waters, and at the end of the movie this kind of happens again. So they're on a yacht. One of the prep guys, I think Spencer, invites Nookie to the yacht because he wants to. She's having problems with the complication because of that whole cheating fiasco, whatever. And he invites her to the yacht, his stepdad's yacht, but he doesn't say it's his stepdad's yacht. He just says it's his yacht. And the attack happens, and then Snooky gets her foot caught in the floor. The wood breaks, but it's so ridiculous how the wood breaks because it looks like a piece of the wood was made to break. Like it looks like a puzzle piece came off the floor. There's no cracks, nothing cracked or anything like that. Just a piece of the floor falls down and her foot's in there. And this hole's huge, okay? She can easily take her foot out of the hole. It's like if my hand's here, the hole is like here to here. She could just go, but she's stuck in there, and she's stuck in all the pipes and everything. And then the complication has to come on the boat, and there's like water coming into the boat and shit. And she's almost drowning, but he dives in there and takes her foot out, even though it's the easiest thing to remove from the hole. Uh, it's fucking great. One woman being interviewed, she's talking about the shark, and she's like, "Yeah, it's like Moby Dick, but with a fin." Um, I mentioned the Jaws reference already. Oh yeah, they find the shark that killed Joey Fatone, and because of the guy who caught the shark basically was guaranteed that this shark was the one they ate Joey Fatone, and one of the guys is like, "Oh yeah, prove it's the same one." So he like tells the guy to stick his arm down the shark's throat, and I'm like, are they gonna like dig Joey Fatone out or something? The fuck? And he does. He doesn't dig out Joey Fatone, but he comes out with a microphone, and I'm like, wow, okay. The shark ate the microphone too when he fucking swiped Joey Fatone. That's awesome. So because they took the microphone out of the shark's stomach, it was proven that that's the shark that ate Joey Fatone, and then the mayor of the town gets 20. No, the mayor of the town presents $20,000 to the people who caught the shark. Pretty sure that's how it goes anyway. Um, and yeah, it's I mean the whole movie is the Jersey Shore characters being themselves, and then after because of a drilling operation that's going on in this town, the sharks are kind of drawn to it, and that's where the sharks come into shallow water and start to create havoc. And then it's about the prep guys and the prep guys' parents, kind of thing, wanting to revamp this town into like a rich vacation spot, you could say. But there's Guidos around, and they're all family too, because the like the people who the big guys who the parents who own the town and like are trying to make it into a destination, a kind of vacation spot. All the Jersey Shore guys are their kids, kind of thing. So yeah, that happens. But that's about it. Everything else is what you would expect with a film like this. Just really, really shit effects. Funny when it wants to be, but not always. And very impressive gore for a film like this. But like few and far in between just other crappy gore effects. Like there's other times where characters will get killed or bitten by a shark, and it's just like not even liquid. It's just like CGI blood kind of thing. But you can tell it's just like they changed the color of the water from blue to red. It's really 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 cheap. And then there's other kills where there's no blood, and then there's kills where it's like one chick on the beach. When her boyfriend gets eaten by a shark, she just gets splattered with the blood. She's like, and it's just full slasher, like just all over the place. Yeah, all over the place. Get your mind out of the gutter. Get my mind out of the gutter, fuck. How many sex jokes are in here? I'm trying to think. I'm sure there's like sex jokes left, right, and center, but I can't think of any specific funny ones off the top of my head. There is one scene where Nookie, I want to say Snooky all the time, but Nookie is having a drink with one of the preps, and the prep is drinking this like really girly looking drink out of a coconut, and then Nookie is having a beer. So I found that funny because you usually think it was reversed, where Nookie's having the coconut drink and Buddy's having the beer, but it was the other way around. The actors, they did. They really went hard in what they were told to do, kind of thing. Balzac looks hilarious. He's pretty close to the Pauly D lookalike. His hair is like that. Like it's what's the word? It's spot on, kind of thing. And Nookie's good too. And then the complication just. Yeah. One, the complication also uses power bars to throw at the sharks because I think he's trying to lure them at that point. And he's like, nobody can resist 25 grams of peanut butter crunch! Fucking throws a fucking power bar at the shark and tries to lure the sharks that way. It's Jersey Shore shark attack. I don't think you need me to sell this film unless you already love bad shark movies and you already know you want to watch it kind of thing, or you watched the film already. This is a spoiler review. But yeah, if this is not your thing, if you don't like cheap ass shark movies, and if the show Jersey Shore pissed you off in any way, or if you found it even remotely annoying, then the characters in this film are gonna make you wanna blow your brains out. They're fucking atrocious. It is just annoyance to no end, and it's supposed to be a spoof, but they milk that spoof hard. So, Jersey Shore Shark Attack 2012, great cast, especially with the legend actors like Paul Sorvino. I liked seeing him in here. Recently passed away. Too bad. I just looked that up when I was looking him up. He died in July of 2022, so very recently. But yeah, legendary actor there, and a few seasoned actors pop up. Some that I recognize, some that I didn't, obviously. But yeah, there's some good cameos here too, and Joey Fatone is the best one. And he, even though he's on screen for such a short amount of time, his payoff is amazing with his death. Even though the CGI is not good on his death, the way he died is definitely going to make fans happy and non-fans alike happy as well. It's like the Paris Hilton death in, even though that death was way better in House of Wax, kind of like that stuff. Yeah, I've rambled enough about this film. Like I said, anybody watching this knows exactly what they're going to get into, or knows exactly what I'm talking about if they've seen the film. So that's Jersey Shore. That's Jersey Shore Shark Attack. It's a tongue twister, apparently. Subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you like to listen to my voice, or if you like my film reviews. I will be back with more soon, so stay tuned for those. Check out what's on the channel. Stay tuned for what's coming. Until next review, have a good one. Take care and cheers.